So how's it going, guys? I hope you guys enjoyed that just a little bit. Today we have ARC 126, which is a double clan that formed a co-op for this tournament, I believe this season. And now we also have BALLISTIX, which are three clans that formed a new coalition. I believe it is LS, RHA, and CSP. So once the match starts, you'll get familiar with however the names and all that stuff. Once we get into this, so I do have. Let's see. Let's get a little background music. Very minimal. So yeah, we do have a pretty cool game lined up today. This is HLL Seasonal tournament. I believe it's stage 1, week 1. There were some pretty good matches that happened earlier on today and yesterday. I know. Let's see. So we had Cult PZL and Circle yesterday. We had a few games today. Let me get this on the board. Currently loaded in. It's about 11:26 my time. I am an English caster. I do. I live out in North America, specifically on the West Coast. So ARC will be hosting the server for this match, and yeah, we'll see how things go. I'll try to get you guys the best shots that make sense. I do want to highlight some players this match, highlight some of the tank gameplay, but you know, not really try to stay focused to one thing. Let's see, what are these guys doing? BALLISTIX is loading in from what you guys can see. And I will need to go on. Let's see. I will need to go on the US side. And I could just like join a random squad. Let's just make sure my cast works good. So yeah, let's get back to it. So as you guys can see, we are playing Saint Marie Dumont. BALLISTIX will be Axis.
У вас свободно, нет, здорово.
And let's get these guys. Make sure I don't hear any unit volume. I don't need to hear that. So yeah, BALLISTIX will be Axis to start, and ARC 126 will be allies. I really like Saint Marie Dumont. I feel like it's a pretty balanced map for both sides when it comes down to just what you can do and what you can't do. It's really up to your imaginations, you know. I know that there's certain metas, so we'll see how that goes with what we see today. And we'll try to do our best to cheer for both teams. You know, like they put in a lot of time and work to get into these matches. I know getting into Hell Let Loose competitive could be kind of hard. So you know, for example, like I was previously with Mark, and we were a new clan, and we tried out HCA, and it didn't go too well. But you know, for all the for all the teams that are thinking about getting into competitive and all that stuff, you just put in the time, you know. And in my opinion, man, like if you reach out to any teams, they're more than welcome to like help you out or, you know, schedule matches. Don't get too discouraged. If you keep putting in the time, then you know you're only gonna set yourself up for success if you do it, you know, properly. But yeah, we're just waiting right now. Hopefully the caps will be pretty good. I do want to say that the team submitted some players to look out for. I would say for ARC 126, we'll be watching Matej, Shifty, TN60. There's also Madison. Sorry if I'm butchering your names. I don't mean to, but Preyday, Fatagliz, Grim, Tachang, and Chami. So we'll be keeping an eye on those guys, hopefully. We also have for the ballistic sides, I've been submitted. There should be RHA Zator, Buki, RHA Buki, Imi, RHA Vince, RHA Colorado Kid, and then there's two LS guys. I would just say Fighter, but instead of a F, it's X, and LS Foxley. I know there's CSP players. I've talked to Kafer, so maybe we'll keep an eye on Kafer or Kafir. But yeah, everything's loaded in. Hopefully the sound is good. Welcome to the match. If you're just joining in, this is ARC/126 versus BALLISTIX, and this is Hell Let Loose Seasonal Week 1. This is the first stage, so it's crucial for, you know, both teams to at least start off the first stage good, because it will I mean, obviously it will determine if they get a better chance to moving on out of the first stage. I believe there's like I don't know if it's like 10 or like 20 teams that are in the first stage, and these are guys that haven't played in the seasonal before. That's why they're in the first stage, or played in seasonal with this these co-ops, if I might be specific. In the end they're in here, man. You know, like they're guys that have played in tournaments before, so it shouldn't be a problem when it comes to like getting a good match. We'll actually see. Maybe I'm speaking too forward on that one, but hopefully we'll get a fucking grind fest. You know what I'm saying? The match should be starting pretty soon. It's about 4 minutes over. We will be in, I believe, RHA Winters. We've got there's some different names here. Yep, there you go. Oh, so BLX, that's what they will be going under. BLX, and then you could see. That's great, man. That's like a caster's dream right there. Let's find us. Let's go check out the ARC boys. You guys can also check out Lapanu's cast. He will be casting the ARC side in French. So I know that ARC and 126 are a French community, so it just makes more sense for him to cast that side, whereas the ballistic sides, I believe they're like Czech, Hungarian, and like some guys from Switzerland. So shout out to y'all. It's my pleasure to be casting this game. This is actually my first cast, so hopefully it goes out well. Just go easy on me. So yeah, man. Let's check out this real quick. Everything should be going smooth now. We're just waiting for the game to start. I'm not sure what's going on, but we're about 6 minutes over. It looks like 50 v 50, so hopefully it should be starting soon. So the match is starting, and let's get to it. We'll do our best. Or at least I will do my best to put on a good cast for the Axis side. Hopefully we'll see a lot of Panthers dominate and a lot of Jumbos dominating. So let's get it. So Saint Marie Dumont, this is pretty much a meta map for most Hella Loose competitive players. I see it fairly often. You know, that or like Utah Beach. Let's see. There's one more. Saint Marie Église. I see that a lot in this. We're gonna go find Winters. So get in there. Let's see. I'll go on the right side. It's away from the points, so I'm not interrupting. Turn that off. Let's see. All right, match has started. Today we have ARC 126 versus BALLISTIX. I will be casting the BALLISTIX sides. Looks like the P4 is rolling out. You know, the common builds. The points we have, starting from the BALLISTIX sides, going to the ARC 126. We have Hill 4, actually Hill 6. Hugo's Farm, which is on the left side, and AA Network. That's a great one, man. It might be a headache for the teams, but you know, we love a good game. We also have cattle sheds. So, and we also have Winter's Landing. In my opinion, I say the AA Network is pretty good. I think BALLISTIX has a little advantage with Hugo Farms, since the distance might be a little bit, but who knows? That's just my opinion. We do have the ARC 126. Let's see. Let me make sure my settings are good. Inclusions. All right, there you go. So now we can see everybody. Looks like the 76 is in the middle. They might be heading straight to the first point. And we'll try and lock.
No move.
We'll go ahead and lock in with this squad. Looks like they are going. The match is going to start in 7 seconds. So let's try to get it. Let's see if we see any truck snipes or anything. The Panzer IVs to the left. And here we have a game. It looks like we have a airdrop or a supply drop in H5 to start off for ballistics. With that being said, it looks like this truck is going straight for the point. This is what we like to see. They have about they actually don't have a ET guy on top of this truck. That's interesting. I've seen a lot of teams try to use it, but they are taking advantage of it. Looks like the sniper has hopped out. They are the closest ones, so no cap progress right now. It looks like it is going to ARC first, but ballistics is damn near right here. Truck gets in safe with artillery coming down. A lot of ballistics guys, but the RD is targeting in. It's one of those typical routes, you know. I'm liking what ARC is bringing. ARC 126 is bringing. They're kind of spread out, as well as ballistics too, but then they're a little bit more centered. It's obviously because of the terrain. They obviously can't go over there. We do have the Luke's flanking from the left. He's gonna meet a lot of 126 ARC guys. He is solo, so let's see how far he actually gets with this. Looks like Kiar should have spotted him, and he has to be marked, as well as Grim. Let's see if Grim makes the play. He's got one in it. The Luke's is in bad trouble. Bad trouble. Wait. So Grim does go down, and he only gets one shot into the Luke's. Ballistics is coming in to help their little boy right there, you know, the little Luke's. Ballistics does have a pretty good numbers on AA network. It looks like, I would say the Western guys are occupied. They obviously don't know how many ballistic members are there, but then if they were to move a little east just to support, they could help. We also have some ARC, some 126 guys trying to flank from the eastern road past the wheat fields, but it looks like ballistics got it down, man. They're in the cap. They're sitting in there strong. We do have a lot of 126 ARC guys on the northeastern side. Artillery is pummeling AA network, so it looks like everything is going. We do have Adams ballistics over there on the other side. I'm not sure if he's gonna build a Gary over there, but ARC is pushing in to the point. Ballistics does have a pretty good eastern front, making sure gaps aren't. ARC 126 with a flare. They'll probably only see Anderton. But Shifty's getting in. Chang is right there. Let's see, man. The cap is going ARC's ways. They're they're getting it back. It's a pretty good. It's slowly, but it's pretty good. Let's see how they fare. We also have Winters. Will he see? He does not see him. D takes him down. D also takes Alfarius. Daiso is here, so squad lead. Let's see if he gets an OP down or something, or he is squad leading. We do have the ARC and the BALLISTIX team reps that I have dealt with head to head right now. Let's see. And Beard, he takes him down. Looks like a tank just went down. I believe that's the P4. P4 goes down to the Sherman. 75. We look at the map. We got some OPs lined up. The western side is not as pushed up as what BALLISTIX would like it to be. But so far, the 75 is just sitting here with no answers. I don't see any tanks spawned up. There's a Luke's coming on the southeast side to support. But we also have another Luke's right there. I wonder if this was planned, or you know, the Econ, they have 270 fuel. We do have a lot of players over here. It's Recon, and we also have an AT guy over there for ARC. BALLISTIX Foxley. Let's see if he sees Madison. They have to know he's there. Just peek, brother. Maximeter. I'm not sure what they're trying to establish over here. I mean, other than getting into maybe the wheat fields. Foxley obviously doesn't see him, but now he does. And Cac Dead takes him. So now ARC has gotten a really good hold on AA network, and they have capped. So it's a tough start for BALLISTIX, but in my opinion, they had it, but they couldn't be consistent with the hold and all. Just above Hugo's farm, it is wide open. There are no BALLISTIX guys. We do have the Luke's. I believe the Sherman is still there, but the Luke's is shooting the 75. And oh my god, that's probably a first for me. The 75 bounced off the Luke's. We have a big spawn wave from BALLISTIX. Let's see how they go. Will they establish a front and make sure nobody gets around Hugo's? You know, we have a Gary right here. We have a Gary right here. It's pretty good Gary placement. You know, we do have a Gary in H5 from Candy, and I wonder how they will use it. You know, are they gonna split up that front line a little bit and break apart and do a wide, like, eastern flank? We'll see. We do have Jane over here with the supply truck. It looks like did she drop might be an enemy Gary over here for the allies. Funks is also right there. So Jane hops out. Let's see, what is she up to? Shout outs to Jane. She is the coordinator for the casters, and I appreciate her letting me do this for the first time. So thank you, HLL Seasonal Orgas as well, Heidi, you know, Schmitz. So now back to the game. We do have some BALLISTIX. I believe there's There's no OP there. It must have gotten taken out by Puig. But Colorado, man, he is in this bitch. Can he? Is there any enemy Garys here? And how patient is he gonna play? He's gonna. Daitso's gonna take him out. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but it looks like the enemy garage right here. It's very, it's in a point. It's a Gary, so overall, like, this is looking good for ARC. They are slowly but surely pushing up. I believe we're waiting for more spawns for BALLISTIX to come around. On the defensive side, there are only 3 people on there: Heshi, Gazes, and Winters. So, but Funks and Kiar, they're making their way also with Grim. They have set it up. They do have a lot of people flanking, so this might be their tactic, We're gonna pull away from this front line real quick, and we do have a lot of BALLISTIX guys, but Prade, he's here. He's marking them, and if they don't take him down, then he's gonna ask for backup. We'll see how ARC shifts. Do they? Freyal and Kyle, they are moving a little bit more east, and Hugo's west. So Prade, he's holding him in check. Maybe BALLISTIX thinks there's more than one person over here, but he's holding about a squad's worth. Down. Very nice from the ARC member. He's literally just holding this. We do have a sniper over there. Maybe he has caught him, but he's headed. It looks like the front is still pretty good. The Garys are still up. Oh, and a strafe. Strafe takes down a BALLISTIX spotter. So on the point, there is only Desi. Desi's holding it down, but ARC is making their way on that west side. Heshi, Zigzag. They're starting to establish just along this little road right here, but it doesn't look like ARC 126 want to cross this field anytime soon, especially without maybe armor support. But this is where most of the stuff is going on. Maximeter with the MG, making sure nobody gets past that wooded terrain. But X-Men is pulling up behind him. We got Shifty and Kafer. Kafer must have heard it. He knows, but is immediately taken down. They are going, and we do see a little bit of BALLISTIX over there, but Freyal is there to intercept them. It's pretty widespread right now. Just north of Hugo's farm, it looks like BALLISTIX has got it down. They kind of figured out, okay, maybe it's a little bit empty, but just south of AA network, we got a good push from ARC 126. How BALLISTIX will respond, we can only tell with time. We also have Kason from BALLISTIX getting closer to AA network. He should be over there in that field, and if they're able to get over there, it might be a good idea. We also have Modest. Looks like they're dropping supplies over there to get a closer OP. But 126 and ARC, they're damn near throwing rocks at the front door right now. We do have a Gary right here that I believe Kafer is trying to make sure to secure. It's still it's still green. So we're gonna zoom over to the defense side, and it looks like an ARC member just went down, but I'm pretty sure they will get marked, you know. So Frail is here, man. He's putting in the work. Tinkshot he was over there, but I believe he came back. Kason takes him down, but Frail is just there. He's trying to establish that hiding in the wheat fields does not work with me, right, Frail? You know, good old box hitter. Let me get some box hitters in the chat. So we have some 126 guys, you know, just holding the line, making sure everything's good. They're just about on the 6th column, but you know, breaking away from the 6th column to the 7th column, only Jane is present. We do have another Luke's coming in, and I believe we have our first Panther. Our first Panther, Strix, but it's only a 2-man Panther. I wonder if they just redeployed just to grab it so they could bring it up while another tank is in. I have not seen any jumbos. You know, we have 110 left in the match. We do have Beard in the northern section taking down a Gary. It does look like ARC Chami is trying to intercept, I believe. He's close, but maybe he's stuck on like a wall or something like that. Beard does take down the Gary. So right now, ARC does not have a northeastern Gary. But they do have people going for Beard, so you know, it's only a matter of time till he's fucked. A satchel does go off at AA Network, but nobody is in the hard cap. They have positioned themselves. ARC 126. They have positioned themselves for that flank, so that will take away from the front lines. But it looks like some of the 126 guys are knocking in the front door. You know, we do have about a squad's worth of guys spawning in to defend, and we also have the 2-man Panther here ready to go. Oh, I believe they're picking it up. Kumarek. So Poop and Jamster or Jimster. The Lukes does see him, but you know, it's crazy because ARC 126, they're coming from the east, and they're gonna be met with 2 tanks, a Luke's and a Panther. Let's go zoom around and see how they're doing. Maybe they do have an OP over here, which is about 150 meters from Hugo. So let's see. It looks like I've never seen a comp game so spread out like this. You know, usually when you have it so spread out, it's I don't know, in my opinion, you create gaps, and when you have those gaps, it's very easy for like one squad leader to get in and then, you know, maybe not redeploy. So that was the Panther, and the Panther just went down. I wonder... what did it go down to? Let's see. I don't think it was a AT gun. There might be a jumbo on the ARC 126 side. We could always. Oh, here's a Sherman. 75 is in the back line, and he's looking. He's looking, but ARC, they are pushing up, man. We do have CAC. He's just south, but they are looking. I believe they are spawning on that Gary to help with the defense. You know, the point is right there, and man, like they might, if it looks like they're splitting up fighters right there, but they might be trying to CAC dead might be trying to reestablish that Gary. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Garys. You know, the ones on the sides, it kind of makes sense to me, but we'll see. It does look like artillery is not too much of a problem right now. We'll go drop and take a look. It looks like Lazy's there, but ARC Mexicanos takes him down. We do have the arty snipes going on, but it's pretty much useless right now. Does look like a bombing run is coming in. Should be a ARC bombing run. And man, that's a pretty good line, man. It does take out the southern side. The 75 is still there, helping the push, but can they cap this? ARC's already is their timing couldn't be any better. You know what I'm saying? They got Jimster and Duicide. It does look like there is a P4 right there. The P4 is probably looking for the tank, but I believe this is a jumbo, and ARC is making their move. They do have a pretty good setup. You know, they got a little bit from the northeast. They're mainly at least penetrating from the northwest, and then from the east. This jumbo takes down the P4. Does look like supplies are dropping, I believe, soon. And we do have a counter bombing run, but there's not many ARC 126 guys there. The jumbo is there, but he has nobody with him. He has no infantry at all. He is marked, so you know, Kafer or Samuel are probably yelling, "Hey, I need an AT guy right now!" And look who we have. We have Patavero, Heba, and Edwards and Funks. They're slowly but surely coming in this area, man. They will make their way down right here, but you know, Foxley, he's probably marked it, and Kafer's probably going there to intercept, but we've got a squad moving down to help Funks out. Daiso's still doing good. He's slowly pushing out with a bunch of his guys. We got Alex. He is holding the southern side. This jumbo is still there, surprisingly. I don't see any any tank spawn other than the recon tank. You know, the fuel is 450, so I don't know if they wait to get it down, but we do have Patverio right here. I believe he shot his first rocket and missed. Overshot it like quite a bit. The jumbo does get hit. It does get hit by the Panther. And the jumbo takes down the Panther. But he's all alone. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that he's still alive so deep. It does look like they're working on it. We have Mr. Ander. But we do have some cap progress at AA. Hold up, who's leading this charge? We got Janny and we got Altern. They're there. There is no OPs there, so it might be short-lived. Let's head back down to Hugo's. You know, this is looking from the north side, looking south, and man, I think that ARC 126 is getting close, man. I believe their 76 should still be alive. It should be somewhere over there, but yeah, well, we'll get into the fight. We're in a wooded area. It's a great point to actually push into the cap. Not really much that you can do. Shifty taking out Mr. Ander. Will he see the OPs? Nesquik is pulling up. And Shifty making plays. Is he gonna go for the OPs? He's got one. This might be it. This might be it for ARC. Ballistics, how will they respond? Kaysen goes down. He gets on the garrison on Hugo's farm, and this might be it. They have two OPs, 3 OPs, but it's not looking too good for Ballistics. We do have Kafer right there, immediately putting up a garrison. He's 100% going to try to protect this and get people to spawn, but this garrison's going down. Let's see. Jazzy does not defend, but the second garrison for Hugo's goes down. It was a great play by Kafer to immediately rebuild it. With 59 minutes left in the game, Matej, you know, Grim and D, they've pushed in. They've secured the south side. I believe this is Winter's OP. But he has the closest OP. And with that, ARC have taken Hugo's farm. They do still have a Gary over here, but man, they will need to establish a front line right here, because ARC will have control of this area Gary wise, and they're gonna start building, you know. It's been a great game so far. So if we look at the points, man, we've got Conquer, you know, 725 combat effectiveness, you know. They're probably a tank squad, but hey, you know, the ballistic tankers, they're also putting in work, so we'll see. You know, ballistics fighter from LS, his squad has got 560, so they've been putting in the work. But you know, sometimes the positioning of these games, and you know, they are a new co-op, so this being the first match where they all play together, it might be a little rough start. I believe ARC and 126 are very familiar with each other. They were previously in different co-ops last seasonal, and they have since left and started a co-op with each other. So making sure you know, you have that team communication. You know, it does help that ARC 126 do, you know, they are both French communities, so that's always a plus. But you know, we have, whether you speak the same language or not, it's if you don't have that hella loose chemistry, you know, it's then it might not work. ARC is already starting cap progress on the last point. We do have a P4 coming in to help, but they're already in, man. You know, we got Gillette, we got Panzer IV, Heshi and Winters, man. They're holding it down, but Ree, does he get the satchel down? And he does, but Ninzo takes him down. He tried to be slicky, good old Ree, ARC Ree. But Ninzo coming in clutch, man. He knows. So good play from them. Let's see if I can English. So far the game has been pretty good, man, but ARC definitely know their game plan. You know, I'm sure BALLISTIX knows it as well, but ARC is executing. They are executing, and that could be the key difference for these kinds of matches, man. You know, Foxley, Nesquik, you know, they're coming in, but Madison and Matej, they're inside the house. They're eating food right now, bro. Like, if I were BALLISTIX, this should not be happening. You know, they do have a garrison right here. Nesquik making sure they don't eat any food in the fridge. But Cow, you know, Ting Shot, he's right next to you. Nesquik. There you go. What's Edge? You know, they know he's there. A flare goes up, defensive flare goes up for BALLISTIX. I'm sure they caught one guy. They've caught Matej. So it does look like they've established a Gary in the D9 area. They do have a Gary in the G9 area and the E10. So a lot of OPs on defense. I'm liking the reset. But there's a big gap right here where there's no blueberries in, you know. As you can see, ARC, they've set up pretty nicely over there. We do have a northwestern push. You know, we got Fatagliz and Heba Edward. You know, Heba is looking at fighter. The Lukes is going, but ARC do have Avox at the mid HQ, so it might be a problem for them to spawn trucks, spawn tanks. You know, you could go left and right, but it takes away from immediately being there to help Hill 6, you know, when you really need it. We got quite a big spawn over here, but they've only got 5 people, you know. It's Chang. He's over here sitting on the box, but he's pretty much got this whole field locked down, you know. If BALLISTIX throws smokes, I'm sure that he's gonna mark it. ARC, they're in here. They're capping. How Ballistics answers is probably that is not what a bombing run. I don't think so. I believe that is a ARC bombing run, defensive bombing run. ARC and Ballistics earlier used the bombing run around the same time, but he does have enough munitions, you know, up here. The fuel is damn near like dead, bro. Like, you can't even get the keys to a tank with that fuel right now. We do have a Lukes, you know, they've been using a Lukes quite a bit. Looks like Ballistics does have a hold on Hill 6, but they're constantly getting attacked from this road. Like, they have no answer from it. You know, when they peek out from these like buildings and stuff, you got all those guys just ready to clap. ARC does have a pretty good hold. If this force just moves southwest of the point, immediately that OPs are gone, Garys are gone. You know, we have the Lukes helping, but he gets one hit from Shifty, man. Shifty's been making plays this day. One more hit, done deal. Great job for ARC Shifty, you know what I'm saying? Cac and Foxy, man, if they're moving to help their defensive side, then, you know, that might be it, man. That could be it. You know, I believe Item, let's see who's Item. You know, Winter's marked infantry right there. There's Jane and Madison, you know, and Shifty. So will they answer? You know, we never know. We have Fighter right there, and it does look like they're on a full defensive reset. We got some guys over here. I'm not sure why they're over there. Other than like the commander, like they're even past the commander, bro. Like, the defense is on Hill 6, guys. Let's get it. Your guys need your help, man. And now we're looking 126 guys are pushing up Piff Path. Does take them out, but they're possibly taking another angle to it, man. They're getting what? They're getting surrounded. That's basically right now. 126 and ARC are controlling the map. You know, they're basically about to hug Ballistics. But Ballistics is holding up pretty good. ARC 126 they are capping Hill 6. The garrison is still up. They do have quite a few OPs up. We do have a 76, I believe, pushing up, so this might be definitive for ARC's last push, you know. We've got Candy all the way over here, and you know what I would like to see is Ballistics getting one of their spotters to shoot flares on the defensive side. That will help the guys, whereas, you know, running a recon plane only shows so much. You know, the flares, in my opinion, for defense help a lot. But then again, that's just my opinion. You know, as we get a little closer, we get into the action. You know, let's try to get on. We do have a defensive bombing run straight down the middle of Hill 6 from Zune. Zune is the commander. So Zune, great bombing run from him. You know, clearing out that hard cap. ARC can start hard capping just in this general area, man. That's within the circle. You know, even though ARC and 126 are pushing really hard, and they do have, you know, the better angles of things with a jumbo, you gotta give Ballistics credit because they are putting up a fucking fight, man. Like, you got Mr. Ander, you know, holding it down with the MG. Lazy goes down. You know, Fighter, if he tosses some nades, doesn't look like any armor is going up other than a P4 in mid spawn, but we've got some guys right there, man. And it does look like the Gary on point is down. The Gary on point is down. There is a Gary back here. But there are a lot of guys over here. In my opinion, I don't know why. Maybe it's because the Gary went down and then that's the closest. That was the closest Gary to spawn, but ARC and 126, they're in this bitch. We do have the jumbo pushing in with the infantry, man. It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard. Ballistics putting up a good fight, man, but in the end, it was a little tough. 45 minutes left in the match. In my opinion, this was a great game. You know, we got an airhead coming down, and that is it. 5-0. ARC 126 taking down Ballistics in first stage, week 1, Hell Let Loose Seasonals. It was a great start. It was a great start for Ballistics, I would think, but then let's get out of this this screen. So all right, so let me exit this real quick. Let's see, leave server. So thank you guys again, man. Thank you. It was a good stream. I want to say that ARC came in and they executed. I'm not sure if I got everything of Ballistic side, but that was my main focus. But Ballistics, they just got the short end of the stick this time, and with most teams, they come in, they prepare, and I'm sure that both teams prepared. You know, they've never faced each other in this co-op, but now they know the strength. I've only heard of ARC from just like other comp stuff, but Ballistics, you know, Ballistics is consisted of LS, CSP, and RHA, you know, and ARC/126, they put on a good show. They showed that even playing as allies, they could win. So now that we have it, this would be the format, and with ARC, they will be going into the 1-0 bracket for the first stage, and Ballistics will go into the 0-1 bracket. I believe there is one more game after today. Let me check real quick. We do have Glow and Void, Glow and Legion 13 going on. So after this, I can host. But But yeah, overall, Ballistics did well in my opinion, but they just fell short. ARC came out, they executed, they had a line. I did like how Ballistics, they in the beginning they did use that eastern side to flank on them, but then ARC had they rotated well. They had answers to whatever Ballistics brought towards them. So yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me today. My name is City. This is actually my first cast, so I appreciate you guys, and we'll try to join in. All right, guys, have a good night. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming another game next week. It all just depends on the organizers and my schedule. So hopefully the stream is as well. If you guys have any comments on the streams or like adjustments, please let me know. And I'll talk to you guys again. Thanks, guys.